Yo, what is up guys, Shinobi here, back again with more Epic 7 for you guys, and today I was thinking about what kind of content I wanted to do as far as, Epic 7, especially with the 7th anniversary coming out, and I was thinking that because we got a bunch of new players, hopping into the game and whatnot, I would think that, kind of like giving an overview of what you should be doing as of right now would be a good thing, and on top of that, I'm also going to be in this video, showcasing where to do all the hunts, and on top of that, how to clear all the hunts, because I know that obviously people care about getting gear and all that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to try and make some more Epic 7 content, especially centering around the World Arena and the Arena. Speaking of which, we're going to do this. But, damn, I got knocked down the Challenger again. What the fuck? Alright, we'll mess with this later, but we'll mess with this later. I got knocked down the Challenger. I haven't played Arena in a little bit. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So, as far as for new players, the things that you should be focusing on, other than the story mode, obviously. Big things is obviously the Epic Dash that's going on right now, and the reason why is obviously they give you, the free Epic Dash Pass stuff. That's going to give you a lot of resources, and then on top of that, it's also going to give you a lot of gear. So if it ain't obvious already, make sure you knock this out, and get it done. Which then is going to lead me into the second portion, because I'm not trying to waste too much time here on the Epic Dash, because it's pretty self-explanatory. We got the event that's going on right here. Also, another great place to be looking for some stuff, because, obviously, with what we got going on here, they give a lot of energy for what, you're going to be doing here in the game. So, for anybody who hasn't done this yet, make sure to go ahead and get in here and do this. Also, make sure to do a cheer thing. The person I'm voting for right here, you already know. Well, actually, I've already done this. But it does give you energy, so we're going to take it anyways. I'm just going to type good luck and call it a day, and this will give you 50 energy. Alright, exclamation points. There we go. And that's going to give you 50 energy right there. Not too bad. Once again, energy is going to be really important for people who are new to this game, though they are going to be helping out with that. So, that's another thing you need to be getting done. Other than that, moving on to the main portion of this event, which is going to be clearing all the hunts. I'm going to show you who I am using right now for the hunts, because obviously this is really important stuff that you got to get done. So, for the hunts, we're going to go through all of these. Though, to be honest, the most important ones are obviously going to be Wyvern, Golem, and Banshee. Mostly Wyvern, though. Wyvern's going to be a majority of where you're going to have a lot of the gear, because speed's really important, hit piece is really important, and crit set is really important, though. At the same time, you also have gear like destruction set, life steal, counter, resist. You also got protection set, defense, HP, and attack. They are pretty important, but hunt, in my opinion, is the most important, though. I will also be showcasing how to beat these two, because it's been a lot easier to do so, especially recently with all the stuff they've been giving new players to help get into this game, which is a, W by small gate, in my opinion. But first things first, before we do get into this, there's two really important characters that you're going to need to get, and luckily for us, they do indeed give them to everybody. So, if you go to Orbis Guide, and then you go down to the guide, these two characters, Sigrid and Brieg, especially Brieg, are going to be ones you're going to need to get. Now, obviously, I've cleared this already. So, getting these two, I've already got them. But I'm about to show you why these two are really important, because starting out, you're going to want to be able to get done with hunt within the first probably week or so at best, especially if you're going to be grinding in this game. So let me go ahead and showcase what I got for my team here. Alright, so this is the team I'm using for now, and the best part about it is a lot of these characters are either really easy to get, or you can get them through other means that aren't going to cost you any money in the game. So, let's go ahead and get straight into it and just showcase what we got going on, because especially with this character, Brieg, Jesus Christ, this character is busted as hell and also really, really good. But, what you're going to want, and I'm just going to use my Brieg as an example. Actually, Brieg's probably not the best example for this, because he doesn't have the most effectiveness on him. Let's go ahead and use Mui, 3-star character, who I've gone to 6-star. You're going to want at least 90% effectiveness, because for the Wyvern that we're about to do, you want to make sure that you have at least 2 debuffs on it at all times. Now, I've made Wyvern guides in the past, you know, so if you want to take a look at those, because those are more specific, then you can go ahead and do so, because I'm about to use the same exact team. But for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and showcase it again, because obviously we got a new, you know, probably a bunch of new players who are going to be heading into the game. So you want at least 90% effectiveness so that you can get debuffs onto your, you know, onto the Wyvern that you're going to be fighting, especially the level 91. Because, you know, for newer players, you're going to be getting a lot of gear, a lot of free stuff for just completing Wyvern, let alone the rest of the content. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So as far as the gear, it really doesn't matter. As long as you have enough effectiveness, you're good. So, like, once again, for me, I was using this character, put a bunch of effectiveness on him, put a bunch of crit damage on him, call it a day. Because you want to get debuffs on him. And best part is, a lot of the characters that do that, 3-star and Brig and Sigrid, you get them for free. So 2 of the most important characters you already get for free. These are the ones I was using. And I'm going to showcase the build with both of them. Now, as far as the other characters you can use Angelica as a tank if you don't have Brig already. You know, who else was a good tank that you can use? Arya, really good tank if you want to use her, if you do have her. Pretty decent character. Another good tank you can use, Corral. He's gotten a buff recently, really good. I would say that pretty good there. Other debuffers you can use, Lulica, really good debuffer, has defense break, really important. Crozet, really good 4-star tank that you can use and has debuffs that you can use, not bad. And who else? Who else am I thinking of? Obviously, the Tanner Royal Guard could be another good one. Alexa could also be a really good DPS for a 3-star that you can use. But most important, obviously, thing is to have, you know, your debuffers and your damage dealer. And your damage dealer will end up either being Brig because he can do damage, or your main damage dealer, which could be Sigrid. Or if you have this character, if you go down here, if you have Seaside Bellona, this is also another good character that you can get. And the only reason I'm even mentioning this character right now, Seaside Bellona right now, is because there is a banner where you can get her right now. And that banner, if we go all the way here,
look at me,
to the summons,
I love floating.
That banner would be the summer theme banner. Now, obviously, I'm not going for her because I don't need her at the moment. In fact, most of the time, I'm going for as far as my artifacts. I wanted 2 things out of this banner. It's Holiday Euphine because I didn't have her yet, and also I wanted Clarice because she has the Guiding Light artifact. And for anybody who doesn't know what this artifact does, it basically makes it to where you can grant stealth onto one of your squishy debuffers or one of your, you know, chain units that's going to help with your combos. So really, really important artifact. I suggest getting as many copies of this as you can if you can get them. And then obviously with, you know, Ida, who just got a buff recently, this could also be really good, but it's mostly for her. So that's kind of what I'm going for, but, you know, Seaside Bellona can be, you know, summoned off of this banner. And the best part is, as you can see here, once you hit 120, you can get the character. Now, once again, the reason I'm showing 2 different builds is because not everybody's going to have Seaside Bellona, so I want to showcase what both can do. So, without further ado, moving on here, and before we actually do that, I also got to show the artifacts that we're using. So, realistically, honestly, you don't have to run any crazy artifacts. Like, for instance, this isn't really a crazy artifact, and honestly, I should be running this. Like, when you're doing hunt, specifically, you want to be... Where is it at? What the hell? I know I got 1,000,000 copies of this artifact. Where's the 3-star at? Unless I don't. Never mind. I do not have 1,000,000 copies of that artifact. Never mind. Okay, let's move on to one of the people who does have that artifact, because you're going to want at least a lot of copies of this artifact, and they're going to give you a bunch of copies of this artifact, and that would be Daydream Joker. They're going to give you a bunch of these, and for every character you have, just put Daydream Joker on them. The only reason I don't have it that way is because my team is strong enough to where it doesn't matter. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and switch off Seaside Bellona because I want to show you guys the free-to-play version of this first. Or technically, it's all free-to-play. You don't have to spend any money. But for people who are just getting into the game, the basically beginner's version of clearing Wyvern. So here we go. Cigarette, using a bunch of gear, you know, effectiveness, all that good stuff. And without further ado, I'm honestly just going to leave this on auto. And then we'll go from there. Because the team's going to operate on its own and you're going to see why Breek specifically is also really good, because Jesus Christ, character's kind of cracked. He has defense break put into him, he gives shields, you know, Mui puts debuffs on him, gives shields, you know, Arya, she puts debuffs on and gives shields and stealth. And for Arya specifically, for anybody who's wondering, I'm running her on a lifesteal set with crit damage, so she's kind of like a secondary DPS if you want to think about it that way. But let's go ahead and get straight into this. And I'm just going to leave it on auto once again, because really important stuff going on here.
Power of the shadows.
Grant me power.
Once again, the most important thing about this is A, that you're using water units or blue units, and B, that you're putting debuffs on stuff. Like, look at that, 2 debuffs right there.
All decisions have consequences.
Please disappear.
And all these characters you can get for free.
You can't handle me.
Look at that.
I'll let you know.
And once again, this is usually the easy part to get through.
Sets me apart.
You don't need any crazy gear or anything like that. You know, this is usually, once again, the easy part to get through. Now, this is the part that really matters here, because you need to have a really strong tank that can take damage, first of all. And second of all, you need to make sure that no matter what, when you're clearing this, that you have 2 debuffs on. And like that. You need to make sure that you have 2 debuffs on at all times.
Is this your all?
Right now we got 4. So we're doing pretty good.
Out of respect.
Look at that. Boom. Shield.
My might.
Nice. Nice. As long as we keep 2 debuffs on them at all times, we're good to go.
I have no mercy.
Hopefully we can get a defense break here.
For your reckless greed.
Nice. Good defense break.
Rest in peace.
Nice.
I'll be with you.
Give stealth.
This
And on top of that, we're going to get
will
the...
suit you well.
not spiritual pressure move, but SA3. That's going to get a lot of our health back. Counter attack. Boom.
Too late for it.
Nice. Daydream Joker going crazy right now.
With each
Boom.
outburst.
Like, Breek does some decent damage too. That's another thing. Is even though he's a tank, he does some decent damage too.
All obstacles.
Look at that. Look at that. All those debuffs. And we might finish him off right here. Oh, nope. Okay, this is actually good that it's showing this, because once the shield is up, you want to make sure you take him out. Because if he has that shield up still, by the time he takes his next turn, he pretty much one-shots your team.
There's nothing.
So you want to make sure that you take that shield off. Once again, making sure you have 2 debuffs in general is going to make sure that happens.
For his lofty goal.
Big goal. Nice.
Death is close.
And this should do it.
No mercy to
Shield is
spare.
gone, and the Wyvern's pretty much cooked here.
Do not stand back. The greater good requires sacrifice.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. All these characters, once again, free to use. Free to use, free to get. Pretty easy to get, honestly, too. Now, I'm going to show you guys my other set that I'm using. Does the same thing, gets the job done, but it gets it done a little bit easier. But honestly, considering how easy Wyvern is to take out now, this is the team that you kind of want to use. So let's go ahead and move over to... Where you at? Where's Seaside on it? Oh, here we go. And for anybody who's wondering why I'm running the Ragunas thing on her, it's because I want her to get a bunch of dual attacks. Like, this allows you to have an increased dual attack chance. And the reason why I want to have a lot of dual attacks on her is because her first move has a 75% chance to target the enemy for 2 turns, so it's a debuff. And for anybody who doesn't know what target does, increases damage suffered by 15 and decreases evasion. Now, luckily, once again, this boss doesn't have evasion, thank God. But let's move on to this fight right here. Once again, boss... pretty easy to take out, especially now that they've given you a lot of the tools to do so, especially now. Boom.
Out of respect, I'll use
Shields
all
up.
my might with each meaningless outburst. You degrade yourself for
Not
rest in
bad.
peace.
I'll let you know.
And then that clears it.
What
Once again, the only thing that really changes here is Seaside Bellona, and she didn't really have to do anything that turn. Counterattack, boom. No debuff there, but we got ourselves...
I won't go easy
Seaside,
on
yeah, that's
you.
another thing. She has this. Defense break, boom. Look at that, silent.
Here I go. This is what you
Dual
get.
attack
For
into
ruining
this,
my
which also puts your
vacation.
debuff on him. Look at that. 3 debuffs right there. Counter. Like, bro, Mui is crazy good for this, bro. Like, one of the best
Too
3
late
stars in the
to
game.
back out now.
Look at that.
There's nothing more absurd
This is gonna put a defense break if
than
we
the
hit.
arrogance of a fool.
Yep. Defense break stays. Boom. Eat that.
Grant me power,
Shields
Lord
up.
Noyas.
Boom.
You
Boom.
can't handle
Boom. Eat that.
too late for regrets.
Look at that. Debuffs just all over the place. Eat it.
Let's start with something
And, like,
light.
bro, look at that. Seaside Bellona, every 3 or 4 attacks, I'm pretty sure it's 4, if I'm correct, just automatically does a counter.
For your reckless greed.
That's gonna do it.
Power.
That's pretty much gonna do it.
This. will
Arya with the
suit
final
you.
hit. Arya with the final hit. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that's basically Wyvern in a nutshell. Once again, you want at least 3 or at least all of your characters to at least have either a guaranteed way to put debuffs onto the target, or you want to have a lot of effectiveness, specifically 90% or above. Unless it's guaranteed, that's what you want. Now, that's basically Wyvern hunting. Now, here's Golem hunt. We want fire units for this one, so we're going to go ahead and switch our team around. And specifically, just for the reasons of this video, we're going to use Aros. Screw it. We'll use Tori. Afternoon Soak Flan. Actually, I need a defense breaker, right? Would Aaron be good in this? I can't remember if the boss... No, this boss, I'm pretty sure, actually, now I think about it, I think this boss does do AoE. I might be wrong, but this is the team we're using, so... A lot of these characters, I'm not gonna lie, I will say... A lot of these characters, they're not on banner right now, but once again, this is more of a guide, more so to say how to beat this. Like, honestly... Do I have your gear still on you? Because you can still... Okay, I don't have your gear still all the way on you. Because this is a free-to-play character that I would normally use for this. We could use Mercedes here, honestly, too. I just need to put all of her gear back on her. Yeah, I'll mess around with that later, but you can technically use Mercedes, which is another character you're going to get for free. And what other one can you use for fire units? Narqual gives defense breaks. I mean, that's not a bad character to use. Abigail could be pretty good. Honestly, I'm going to be real. You could probably use about anybody with this. Tenebrian, also really good. I would recommend using her too because she gives a lot of heals. But honestly, yeah, no, we'll just leave it with this. As far as our gear that we're using, I'm going to be real. Just have... Your tank could be really, really tanky, specifically Aros, like Adventure Aros. He just really good dual attacks, can take a lot of damage, just really good unit to use, and he's free. As far as everybody else, I mean, Aram, I'm just kind of testing this one. I'm going to be real with you when I say this. I don't know if this is even actually going to work, but we're going to test it anyway. Could use Benny Maru too, once again another limited unit who I don't have built yet. I just realized I do not have a lot of fire units built. That's weird. I do not have a lot of my fire units built. That is so weird. What did I have on you? It's for your HP. It must have been this. Honestly, we're just gonna use this just for the hell of it. We're gonna use this just for the hell of it because it's a free character, no how. 2 tanks, 2 DPS, should do fine. I just realized I do not, like, I don't even farm this that often, but it's possible once again. I don't farm this that often, but once again, it's whatever. Same thing, like with this, I'm gonna be real with you when I say, just have a bunch of fire units with some decent gear and you should do alright.
Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
Wyvern's gonna be the one you farm the most, but if you do want to farm on this version of the hunt, then you can do this too.
This won't be an easy fight.
Yep, dual attack, right into that. He's gonna AoE pretty soon. But we have a lot of immunity, so I ain't too concerned about that. Cascade with Tori.
I did try, but help me. I told you, this is mine. Help me. I'll hurry over.
Here.
I love the fact that another thing with Adventurer Ross, if you guys couldn't tell, is his first attack, his normal attack, takes away a buff.
Always be reliable.
It's also another reason you want to use him here. You take away a lot of the buffs that this boss has. There's a defense break there, which kind of sucks. But at this point, the boss is pretty much cooked.
No destiny.
Yep, and A-Ross is going to give us a defense boost and heal.
I'm so sorry. This'll do.
Not bad, defense break.
I hope you're ready.
Boom, boom.
My pride is the Hillog's pride.
This day.
And then this should do it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Once again, 2 DPS, 2 tank can do it, or if you have a healer like Tenebria or Tenebrian, also really useful. Once again, you're not really going to be doing this a lot, though. You're not going to be really doing this a lot, so... I mean, unless you really are farming tanky, that's just pretty much as far as you're going to be doing with that. Wyvern Hunt, once again, most important one. Golem Hunt and Banshee, not too much unless you're going into like a really tanky set. But moving on to the next one, we got Banshee Hunt here. This one, I would assume you guys know the drill at this point. Basically, you want to use units that counter this. So in this case, we want all green units. Now, some units that we want to use here will be Destina, because she has a lot of AoE she can be using. Then we also got units like Senya, who can be our tank here. Ocean Breeze Luca, also pretty good. And then as far as our DPS, you can use stuff like Laya. We got, you know, Celine, who's also really good for this. Midnight Gala Lilius could be also really good for this. Honestly, just in the best interest of having a bunch of cleanse. We're gonna do something like this. Celine could also be another DPS that you can use. Fenris also really good. There's like one-shot builds that you can use with him. I was using this character before, but then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just use Gala instead. But this is also another character you can use who could be pretty good. As far as artifacts go, I'm gonna be real with you. You could pretty much use about anything. I've never really had trouble just with any artifact. I've never really had problems with this. As far as gear goes, nothing too crazy, but most important thing is you want to have a lot of cleansers on your team because you will have to deal with poison and shit. So that is a thing, but otherwise, not too bad. So without further ado, actually, let me just go ahead and show you guys the gear that I have on these characters, just because. So, once again, nothing crazy. You know, a lot of the gear is like free giveaway gear that they give us, so. You know, once again, I still have my Destino on just regular. You know, this is the same gear I've been using on her since the beginning of the game. So that gear is pretty much pretty much the same. Laya, kind of on a speed / resist build. And then obviously I got my DPS here, who is going to be a just straight up attack. That's like the goal here. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into this. You're gonna see why you want a lot of cleansers pretty soon, though.
Come on, struggle. Try your best. Though it won't make a difference.
Sweet jam. My spear will not dull until it pierces the heart of my enemy.
Now. Is it my turn now?
Alright. Got the counter. Give us some shields here. Counter. Boom.
All together.
Not bad. Laya gives a lot of dual attacks, so you can do a lot of damage here.
Those who chase pipe dreams
Got Lilius. Big damage.
usually meet a
Big
bitter
damage.
end. Good.
Alright, and there's the poison. And this is why right here you're gonna want a lot of cleansers.
May the grace of the battlefield be with you.
Luckily for us, we're really getting lucky with the resist.
Luminescence. Glory.
I'm real when I say Destiny, that did not need to use that, but whatever, it is what it is. By the time the boss pops back up again, she's probably gonna end up having hers about back, so. The best part about Destiny 2, she also revives everybody, so if there are characters that end up dying, you can just revive them.
I can hear them. These vengeful voices.
You're making me get my hands dirty.
Not bad,
You
not
should
bad,
put
not
on
bad.
just dreams and fantasies.
Everybody now.
Alright. And the boss is back. She's gonna put her debuffs up. That's fine. So we can cleanse them. Like, we should be able to cleanse them right about now.
Beast of the West.
Okay, here we go. Destiny has a cleanse right there. There goes one, and we got our healer back up. Now, if anybody who's noticing, I'm not using this on purpose. Because if I was to use this, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, we'd clear this a lot faster. But I'm doing this on purpose just to show that you don't need it. I mean, you can use it though. There's a bunch of
May
debuffs.
the grace of the battlefield be with you.
Come on, struggle. Try your best.
Once again, I ain't worried about it because
Though it
Destiny
won't
could just
make a
revive
difference. I'll give you
or
a
cleanse,
good
one or the other.
Follow my rhythm.
Laya, same thing, cleanse everything, boom.
I
And on top of that, she gives everybody a cooldown on their moves.
For this moment.
Look at that.
Stupid thing.
Boom. Destino,
Radiant one
heal everybody.
for a miracle.
Bad.
Those
This
who
might
chase
do it. I'm not gonna lie, this
pipe
might do the trick.
dreams usually meet
Yep.
a bitter end.
Not bad. Another one, once again, in my opinion, that you don't need to really worry about in the beginning, but I'm just showing you guys how to do it anyways. So, Wyvern, Golem, Banshee. These two, I'm gonna be real with you, you're not really gonna touch these. I'm gonna show you guys how to beat them anyways, but you're really not gonna touch these two that often. Like, majority of your stamina is going into Wyvern Hunt when you get to that point. So let's go ahead, Azmac Hunt, same thing. And once again, the main reason you're not gonna be touching these two is because obviously you need light or dark characters versus dark. So, for this one, let's go ahead and switch to our light team that we got going on here. So we're gonna do Moon Bunny. And you will eventually get these characters over time, so don't stress about it. It's not that big of a deal if you don't have them yet. You will eventually get these characters though. We'll do Sylvian Sage Villian. Shit. Did I build my last Rider Crow? I did indeed. I guess last Rider Crow could be something. I haven't used him yet, so why not? Last Rider Crow. And then same thing, we got Rule of Light, which is basically Destino on steroids. Let's see. If I really wanted to, honestly, Ambitious Tywin could be good here. Yeah, I'm gonna use Ambitious Tywin. The reason I'm using Ambitious Tywin here is because he has defense breaking his. So that could help us clear a lot faster. But other than that... yeah, other than that, I think we're good to go here. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, you'll get these characters over time, so don't stress about it. Probably not gonna touch these hunts anyways, but this is just for people who want to see the other hunts get cleared.
Let me see how lucky you really are. There's no need to worry now.
We got a cleanse for my damage
The
dealer.
more desperately
We're just
you
gonna
struggle,
AoE everybody.
the deeper your despair will be.
It's not too late. Just beg for your life.
Not bad. That's gonna take care of him.
Miss your chances.
Take care of him. Dual attack, not bad. Now we eat that
Let me
up.
tell you your fortune.
Not only do we eat that up, but on top of that, Provoke doesn't do much here because guess what? The rest of this squad is already
Now,
cooked.
please.
Alright, not bad. Alright, and here is the boss. Alright,
I wish for a miracle.
cleanse again, and damage
You
limit.
shouldn't have come
And we're
here.
gonna blast all these guys.
Now it's too late to escape.
Mercy is too good. For the likes of
Defense
you.
break. Oh no, he actually resisted.
Please help. I'm on my way.
Yeah, we eat that up.
Let's see. As your life is hanging by a single thread, I will protect everyone.
Like, Rule of Light is just so good for this kind of content.
Pay attention.
And honestly, just cause, I mean, honestly, I could leave this to auto.
By the majesty of nature,
I could just leave this
be
to auto.
humbled.
I wish for a miracle.
We're eating all of this. Honestly, I'm just gonna take over because once again, you guys aren't really gonna mess around with this that much anyways. So I'm just gonna take over. I could just leave this on auto and then clear anyways, but for the purposes of this, because you guys aren't really gonna touch this anyways, I'm just gonna do this.
You're just a puppy.
Because for newer players, you're gonna want to use this anyways.
I'm clearly going to win this. My magic will blow you away.
How dare you pick a fight with me?
Glory be with us.
Honestly, it doesn't matter who I do this on, so we're just gonna do it on him.
I
It doesn't matter who we do this
hereby
on, so I'm just
swear
gonna use this on him.
to lead everyone to victory. How adorable!
Yeah, we'll just let it auto from here. Honestly, the only two things that I'm gonna be really using here as far as souls are concerned are gonna be the revive that Rule of Light has, Honestly, I think I might have misplayed. Okay, well, we come back to life anyway, but we might have misplayed using that spit S3, I'm not gonna
Let me
lie.
tell you your fortune.
And I'm just gonna use this.
Oh, no, disastrous.
It's my target. Mercy is too good. For the likes of you!
Yeah, I think I misplayed actually using that S3. I mean, once again, I mean, we're bringing people back to life anyways. So that's why I say I think I misplayed. So I should have saved that for Will of Light. I mean, not for Will of Light. I should have saved it for somebody else. Yeah, I completely misplayed that. My bad. I misplayed on that one. That's my bad. That's my bad. Let me try that again. Because I've already beaten this before. I misplayed the fuck out of that. And that's why I said I should have probably just let it auto. I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably should have let it auto. But just to show that this team can clear, I'm just gonna quick battle it. Because as long as I don't touch it, I'm good to go. I should have never even bothered messing with it. Oh, actually, no, never mind. This team does fail sometimes. Never mind. What team did I use the last time I beat this? Damn, we ain't winning none of these. What the hell? What team did I use the last time I beat this? Was I not using Well of Light? With this? Okay. So I was not using this team. What team was I using the last time I beat this? Okay, that's odd. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to experiment with this again because I don't know what team I was using. What team was I using when I beat this? I used to be able to clear this pretty easy. I don't know what team I was using though. I know it wasn't Lionheart Zermia. I know I was using Sylvian Sage Vivian. I was using somebody to buff, somebody to heal. And I know I wasn't using Dragonbite or Imperial Ilnoff. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I need to figure out what the hell's up with that. But I do know for a fact that there's no way I don't clear this, right? Yeah, there should be no way I don't clear this. This shouldn't be that bad. Alright, let's go ahead. I know I was using Abyssal Eupheme for this. So you're in the front. I know for a fact I was using Lone Wolf Para because you're a cleanser and you buff. And you give defense break. And I think I was playing Spectre Tenebria in the back. Or it might have been Lone Crescent Bellona too. But I think this was the team I was using. Once again, Rule of Light, really, really good, which is the reason why I have her here in the first place. So let's try this. Because I know for a fact that I've beaten these two before, otherwise I wouldn't have them unlocked. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's the debuffs.
There's no escape. Ever.
That should do a decent amount.
I don't really enjoy this.
Yeah, if I leave this on auto, I think we're good. Because I've beaten this before. Unless I'm tripping. Yeah, we're good to go here.
Hit there. This should be fun.
We should beat this, if I'm correct.
I can do it too. You wanna see? I don't really enjoy this. I can do it
Jesus
too.
Christ, the amount of counterattacks we're getting off. There's the defense break.
I don't really enjoy
Jesus,
this.
holy counterattacks.
1, 2, 4. Who's gonna snap first?
Wins everything. Nice.
With me backing you up, losing ain't an option. I wish for a miracle.
Just gonna give damage limit to her, and then we're gonna do this. I just realized that this little Eupheme for some reason went and attacked those two. Oh, it's because she's counterattacking, that's why.
Try harder.
Look into my eyes.
I was wondering, like, why are you attacking them? But she's counterattacking, that's why. Yep, and then we're gonna do this.
That will shine through
Which should give
the
him
despair.
invincibility, and on top of that, all the health back.
Over
No
there.
defense break is crazy.
You wanna see?
Counterattack. Yep.
This.
And honestly, just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna use this.
I can do it too.
Light of the moon.
You hit me?
I, Ruel, hereby swear to lead everyone to victory.
Boom, guess it's Bayek. Tenebria.
You disgust me.
Okay, Tenebria just got cooked. What the frick? Tenebria just got cooked somehow. What the frick?
Primed and ready. Now floor it, full throttle.
Okay. Then how is this? I will protect everyone.
All these bull attacks are crazy. I think we still beat this though. Yeah, by this point, I think we still beat this.
Oh, really? You hit me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because we're gonna bring. Who is she bringing back to life? Actually, that's the question.
Reach the depths of your heart.
I think we still beat
With
this.
me backing you up, losing ain't an option. You hit me?
Maybe. We are not getting any defense breaks.
Oh, really? You hit me?
I wish for a miracle.
Yeah, we're not getting no defense breaks here. What the frick?
You hit me?
Fine, there we go. Finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we still beat it. Barely though. Once again, you don't really beat these two that often anyways though. And there's definitely a faster way to do it. I just left it on auto. Weird. But as far as all the hunts are concerned, other than this one, which is, I don't know what the hell was up with this. What was I using to beat this? I must have been using a mix or something. Was I using all light characters? Oh, you know what? You know what I was probably doing? I was probably doing what I did in that last one where I used a mix. That's probably what I did. I was probably using a mix of characters in order to beat this damn thing. But who was I using in the front? Was it Abyssal Eupheme? I doubt it. Maybe I was using Lone Wolf Payra. That's probably what I was doing to give it. You know, I was probably using Lone Wolf Payra to give everybody evasion. That's probably what I was doing. Let's try this. Let's try this, because I was probably using Lone with Payra to beat this. Because she gives everybody evasion with what she has.
Primed and ready. Now floor it, full throttle.
Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but I'm pretty sure.
The deeper your despair will be.
Because I know I've been able to beat this on auto before.
It's not too late. To beg for your life.
The defense break. Yeah, this is probably what I was doing. You know why? So I could have double defense breaks. This is probably what I was doing, so I could have defense breaks like crazy. And not only the defense breaks, but on top of the evasion. Yeah.
With me backing you up, losing ain't an option.
I think this is what I was doing. Because, yeah, look at that. Defense break.
To worry now.
Then you heal. Then after that, you do your thing. You do your thing. Yeah, I think it might have been the defense breaks.
Hit there. Leave it to me.
Just for the hell of it, we're going to do this too.
I shall
You think you...
So I think this is what I was doing, so I can make sure I have defense breaks no matter what.
You shouldn't have come here.
And then you have Vivian
Now
who
it's
heals
too late
everybody.
to escape.
Heals everybody and takes out the 2 eggs in the front, because you always want to take those out.
Primed and ready. Now floor it, full throttle. Assist me.
Maybe I might have to take control of this. No, I think we're good. How did I beat this? No, I think we're still good.
You hit me?
Mercy is too good. For the likes of you.
I'm trying to remember how I beat this, because we are doing alright right now, but... Nah, I must have been doing something different. I need to figure out what team I was using to beat this. Because I had to have been using some different team in order to beat this properly. Okay, well, I mean, I guess outside of this hunt, which, I mean, these two, once again, you're not going to be doing that often anyways. I guess outside of these two, though, we were able to clear the rest of them pretty easy. I need to figure out what team I was using to clear this, though, because it's been a little while. It's been a little while. It's been a long while. But as far as all the hunts are concerned, that's pretty much how to clear all of them, except for, I guess, the last two. The last two are kind of iffy. The last two are kind of iffy about whether you want to even bother clearing those or not, but otherwise, not too bad. I need to figure out what team I was using for that, though, because I had to been using something to beat that, because I have beaten it before. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is going to be Shinobi signing off. Peace.